3 people are arrested for drug trafficking during a traffic stop. And State Auditor Allison Ball says she has uncovered $800 million in Medicaid waste. I'm Jerry Scott, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. Three Johnson County residents were arrested for drug trafficking after being pulled over in a traffic stop. A sheriff's deputy was patrolling along Webb Hollow in Van Leer when he spotted an SUV driving without a license plate. Inside the vehicle were the driver, 43-year-old Brian Trenton Fraley of Lomansville, and 2 passengers, 61-year-old Gregory Lane Vanhoose of Mealy and 45-year-old Amber Lynn Richmond of Wittensville. The deputy reported seeing Fraley attempting to conceal items as he walked up to the vehicle, and Fraley told the officer that he also didn't have registration or insurance. The deputy found a bag containing meth, marijuana, and pills on the passenger side of the car, along with digital scales and a meth pipe. No one in the car would claim ownership of the items, so all 3 were arrested and charged with meth and marijuana trafficking, drug possession, and possession of drug paraphernalia. All 3 were lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center in Paintsville. State Auditor Allison Ball says her office has uncovered more than $800 million in waste and fraud in the state Medicaid program. Sheldon spoke with her today to find out more.
Kentucky State Auditor Allison Ball has released a special examination of the Kentucky Department of Medicaid Services that uncovered well over $800 million in waste.
Sometimes we look into specific situations like embezzlement, something really nefarious, and sometimes it's true straight up just waste. Negligence, you're not doing a good job, you're not keeping an eye on those dollars. We uncovered $836 million of wasteful expenditures.
Ball said the waste came from Medicaid payments made to people who were no longer residents of Kentucky.
They were ones that clearly should not have gone out. And kind of background of what that was is you had some people who had moved out of Kentucky, but Kentucky was continuing to make payments for these individuals even though they lived in other states by this point in time. Medicaid is one of those very large components of our government that is easy to have waste. And it's one of those ones too that meets very serious, very real needs. So you want to make sure the dollars are going to the people that actually need it.
One detail in particular was one of the most alarming found while looking into the issue.
One of the things that was concerning to us is that we had evidence from our interviews and our review of documentation that checking to make sure that somebody was still residents of Kentucky was not a priority at the Medicaid office in Kentucky, the Medicaid department. And some of them were actually told it's low priority, don't bother looking. There's a particular database named Paris that they would use to be able to check and see if someone still is a resident of Kentucky. And it was either they were told, don't do it at all, we've got other things to work on, or it's a low priority, get to it if you get to it.
On the positive side, Ball insists the problem has an easy fix.
So it's a huge error. You actually had double payments, Kentucky and another state making these payments, and that's why it ended up for Kentucky being $836 million. It's one that's easy to fix. That's the good news. There are other states that have also had this same problem, and they've done other things to implement what to do to fix it. Some states are looking at driver's license data and other data where you can see, okay, somebody has now moved. And you also just need to regularly check people's residence just to make sure, okay, are they still here?
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Sheldon Compton.
Coming up after the break, it was a festive atmosphere in Williamson this weekend. We'll take you to the King Cole Festival when the Mountaintop Daily continues. But first, sports and weather.
With Mountaintop Sports, I'm Dave Stanford. In high school football, there was probably no bigger lead up to a game more than the Pikeville Belfry football game at Haywood Stadium Friday night. In a rivalry dating back decades, the Pirates walked away with another W, defeating the Panthers 41-3. Worth mentioning, Mountaintop Sports' own voice of the Belfry Pirates, Bobby Norman, pointed out via a Facebook post following the game something that Panthers head coach McNamee and the Panther players did that was really special. Norman said on their first defensive play of the game, the Panthers lined up in a 2 tight end full house wishbone formation before they broke into their spread offense. They did this in honor of late Belfry Pirates head football coach Philip Haywood. In other Friday night football around the region, it was Prestonsburg over Pike Central 44-14. Betsy Lane defeated Floyd Central 42-24. Johnson Central over Pulaski County 50-30. Martin County over Shelby Valley 40-20. Mingo Central defeated Mann 27-8. Knott Central over Phelps 54-12. Paintsville over Frankfort 50-6. It was North Laurel blanking Lawrence County 21-0. Winfield, West Virginia over McGoffin County 43-0. Breathitt County defeated Letcher County 47-28, and Tug Valley over Wyoming East 44-12. Leslie County over East Ridge 28-20. Prestonsburg lineman Noah Price was named player of the game for his standout performance in the Black Cats win over Pike Central, while his Black Cat teammate running back Kane Patton was named hot rod of the game. The Reds have swept the Chicago Cubs to move into the National League wildcard position, keeping hopes alive for a postseason run. Cincinnati finished a 4-game sweep of the Cubs Sunday with a 1-0 shutout. This makes for their 5th consecutive win and the 6th in the past 7 games. So you're telling us there's a chance. With the Mets losing to the Nationals, the Reds have now shifted into a tie for the NL wildcard spot with 6 games left in the regular season. For the latest area high school and college sports news, check us out at mountain-topsports.com or on our Facebook page, X, and TikTok. For Mountaintop News, I'm Dave Stanford.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing a $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
At Appalachian Wireless, we get it. You need reliable service without breaking the bank. That's why we offer affordable unlimited data plans and advance pay options to fit any budget. Are you ready to ditch your overpriced carrier? We've got a switch and save deal plan just for you. We're your local experience provider from Appalachia for Appalachia. So stop by your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location today or visit us online at appalachianwireless.com to see how easy it is to save and get connected. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
The King Cole Festival returned to downtown Williamson over the weekend, offering plenty of fun, music, arts, and of course, food. Robin went to the festival to bring us a look and learned about how one fun event is improving the community.
People of all ages attended the 52nd annual King Cole Festival in Williamson this past Saturday, where patrons could enjoy an assortment of dishes and desserts, dozens of craft vendors, music, art, and even a duck race to raise money for a good cause.
Today at 4 o'clock, we're running the rubber duck race. We do this to generate funds to help us pull tires out of the river. We're currently around 17,500 that we've got out of the Tug Fork River over here. We'd like to thank this community for its support. We invite anyone to come over here and look what a beautiful river we have. Come and fish with us. We can show you some things. We're the best kept secret in southern West Virginia and eastern Kentucky.
One of the main attractions for kids was a mechanical bull ride.
It was pretty fun, but also scary. It was spinning all around and I almost fell off like twice.
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Robin Tillman.
That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Jerry Scott for Mountaintop News.